gentlemen, Donald Davis, the Dream Dweller.
Tell me I can stay just for one more day. I don't wanna leave. Maybe we could believe this is what I have dreamed. No, I'm not alone, it seems. So please just take your time. There's no need for us to worry. I could dive into your eyes. Darling, there's no need to worry. Just let me know if you have got the time to spend on us. Oh, I'd hate to burden you, but I'd love to know you're mine. And I could spend my life always by your side. This is what I believe. It could be you and me. This is what I dream. No, I'm not alone, it seems. So please just take your time. Darling, there's no need to hurry. I could dive into your eyes. Darling, there's no need to worry. Just let me know if you have got the time to spend on us. Oh, I'd hate to burden you, but I'd love to know you're mine. This is what I have dreamed. No, I'm not alone, it seems. So please just take your time. There's no need to hurry. I could dive into your eyes. Darling, there's no need to worry. Just let me know if you have got the time to spend on us. Oh, I'd hate to burden you, but I'd love to know you're mine.
Dibba-do.
I'm Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Donald Davis.
Donald Davis, the Dream
The
Dweller.
Jeez, you took my line. Now I don't know what to say.
I don't know
What are we going to do? Well, good night, folks. Thanks.
Good night.
Dude, it's good to have you back.
Hey, man, it's good to be back.
The OG of the Lockdown live stream.
The original.
I know.
The original live stream.
Dude, you helped get this whole thing going. I think, were you my first or was it Ben Mosher? It was you.
First.
It was you.
The very first on the lockdown.
Man, all those years ago. Well, a couple months ago.
Our year anniversary of the quarantine.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. So, what do you got for us today?
I've got all new music.
All new music.
All new. It's brand new. I mean, if you've heard it, then you live with me. Other than that, nobody's really heard these songs.
Dude, that's dope. So you're premiering some brand new stuff today.
This is brand new Dream Dweller.
Is it all
originals.
original tonight?
It's all originals.
Ooh.
One of them I did not write, though.
Okay.
But it's been, like, given to me. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
That's the secret song.
That's the... Awesome. Dude, all right. I am looking forward to it. Real quick, though, before we jump in, I just want to say thank you to everybody that is tuning in or watching this after the fact. This is the Lockdown live stream. We do this every Sunday at 6 p.m. with a different artist each week. If you find this entertaining, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Seriously though, like we need help with the YouTube channel because YouTube hates us. And share it with your friends. And if you know any artists that want to try out for the live stream, let me know. The email is lockandkeyproductions@gmail.com. Without further ado, let's hear what the Dream Dwellers got for us.
All right, this next one's called Stranger.
Never knowing what I might have fallen into. Always wondering who you are and what you're up to. Not allowed to say what I think about how I feel. Beg and plead at our feet, kiss our rings as you kneel. Only wanted you to come home. I never wanted you to be alone. I only wish you'd see the bigger picture. Never wanted you to suffer. And I know my worth, I no longer need your permission. Stalking like a ghost in my peripheral vision. Bending, breaking under all this weight and pressure. Reminding myself that I thought I knew you better. And only wanted you to come home. I never wanted you to be alone. Only wish you'd see the bigger picture. I never wanted you to suffer. I was once full of such joy and wondrous laughter. Just another soul for you to hunt and capture. I only wanted you to come home. No, I never wanted you to be alone. And I only wish you'd see the bigger picture. And I never wanted you to suffer.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
When did you
very
write
much.
that?
Huh?
When did you write
When
that?
did I write that? that would have been about 6 months ago ish.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is all. I mean, it's fairly recent. It's just I've been working on them and working on them.
Yeah.
I write them and then I just sit on them
Yeah.
and I keep tuning them up. You know, just tweaking something here and there until I feel like it's ready to be played out.
Interesting. You know, that brings us into a good segue, and I think I'm going to want to touch on this a little bit more later on tonight. But your writing process, because this is a question I like to ask everybody. Because some people have actually surprisingly, have been telling me that, you know, they like rip right through writing the song, you know, whereas, you know, a handful of people kind of said what you said, which is like, yeah, they get a spark, they start writing it, and then, you know, they'll sit on it for a while and go over it, and almost like the editing process when writing a book or something, right?
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, the writing is important, but really where it gets good is the editing. That's how you know. So that's interesting.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, a lot of it is just, you know, I'll start with a chord progression. Like I'll pick a couple chords that I can just mess around with at first.
Yeah.
And then just kind of make a melody line. And then I start writing lyrics. You know, I get myself, you know, sections like verse,
Right.
chorus, verse, maybe a bridge. You won't hear a lot of bridges in my music, but whatever. Usually it's just an interlude that needs some lead guitar over it.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I'm looking at you. I want to hire you.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Why are you so good, Ben?
So, yeah. And I mean, I've had these songs for a while. They're not new to me,
Right.
but they're new to everybody else because I've just been
Working on
working at them. Just,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, literally last night I had to change lyrics
No, in this song?
in like two of these songs. There's
Okay.
only two that like I had to actually change before I brought them.
No way.
Yeah. Because I was like, nah, I think I need to finally do something about this one part of this song, and then it'll be fine for playing.
See, now that's the funny part about preparing for a show is that sometimes you do come to those realizations where you're like, so to put it let's put it in these terms. You write a song, you go, wow, this is a cool song, right? Maybe you do a little recording of it or something, and then you show it to somebody. They're in the room with you, and as soon as you hit play, you immediately go, fuck, I hate this. I hate this because you feel the pressure of that other person there, and immediately it's not the same song that you wrote.
Yeah, you start thinking too hard about it. It's like, oh no, I messed that part up. I really should have done something better with
Exactly.
that.
Like once you realize somebody else is paying attention to it, all of the critical thoughts just rush into your head, and you're like, man, I need to work on
Exactly. Yeah, and I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of, you know, just trying to make my music sound how I've always wanted it to sound.
Right.
Just trying to remember, okay, yeah, this is how it needs to be.
Well, and the funny part too is, and I suppose a lot of people probably don't really know this about you, is that you're actually really into metal. Like you're a metal guy. Like that's what you do. That's what you want to do. But people hear the acoustic stuff, and so they're like, oh, the soft, sensitive dream dweller. And you're just like, no, I want to burn.
I know,
I want to thrash.
No, I need a band for sure.
Yeah. So if anybody out there is looking,
No, really.
this guy.
If anybody wants to do like cheap metalcore, I'm your guy.
Why's it got to be cheap?
I love cheap metalcore. That's the best kind. $15 at the door to just see the show. That's what I grew up on.
There you go.
You know, it's cheap. You show up, you pay less than $20. You get to see some really cool bands play music.
What's not to love?
That's the kind of music I love.
Yeah.
The stuff that nobody's heard of.
All right. You want to jump into this next one?
Yes, sir. This next one is called Fade.
Sleepless nights and the bitter fights, these lonely sights and these city lights are all I have of what's left of you and what you meant to me. And I'm not sure if you really know what you ever truly meant to me. And I'm not sure if I even know what I meant to be. twisted game. Why did I even entertain the thought of you and I? So you can watch me fade away. I won't try to force you to stay with me. I'm sorry for the things I said, but I'm not the only one. Just know I'll hate to sit and watch you go. Believe me, I don't wish for rain, but I need time to learn about who I am meant to be. Why did I even try to play your twisted game? And why did I even entertain the thought of you and I? Sleepless nights and the bitter fights, these lonely sights and these city lights were all I have of what's left of you and what you meant to me. So you can watch me fade away. I won't try to force you to stay with me. I'm sorry for the things I said, but I'm not the only one. So why did I even try to play your twisted game? And why did I even entertain the thought of you and I?
Whew.
Thank you.
Man, you've really just been getting after it lately, huh?
Yeah, I've been working on these like a lot.
So how many new songs do you have in the last couple of months?
Well, let's put it this way. I have, in total, as far as originals are concerned, I have about, I think, 30 songs that I've written. I mean,
Right.
none of them are all perfect. I mean, you've heard some of them out in public.
Right.
And
I
some
don't know,
of them
man.
on the
They're,
stream.
they're pretty good.
Thank you. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you've heard a lot of them. It's just these are the ones that I've been like kind of hiding and
Gotcha.
fixing along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad we're doing this then.
No, really. Yeah. I was kind of nervous because I'm like, oh God, I don't really play these ever. So
Well-
let's not mess up.
Well, you
But
should.
I'm working at it.
Right on. All right, you want to do one more, and then we'll dive into some questions.
Sure. Hell yeah.
The
Sounds good to me.
interrogation portion.
This next one is called Stepping Stones.
All out to start off somewhere. each other. Oh, I'll be there to catch you when you call my name. I'll hear you. Don't let go. I'm not too far away. Come home, my love. I'm dying to meet you. Just come home, my love. I'm dying to meet you. Just come home, my love. I'm dying to meet you. Come home, my love. I'm dying to meet you.
It's a really nice song.
Thank you.
When did you start working on that one?
That one's a little more recent than the others. I would say that's only 3 months.
Okay,
you know?
wow.
Yeah, so that's one of the new ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and real quick, I just want to say this for anybody tuning in. We were having a bit of an issue with the Facebook stream. It was all sped up for some reason. So, if you're hearing this, you're on YouTube or Twitch.
Gotcha. Poor
Yeah.
Facebook.
Man, Facebook's been killing me lately.
I bet.
I don't know what is going on, but it's like I haven't touched anything. I haven't changed any settings,
Yeah.
but it's been giving me issues lately.
It happens. Facebook is a weird monster.
Dude, it is. And they're always changing stuff with their algorithm too.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? Like with, ads and anything that you try to do, like you go and you learn it,
Yeah.
and then a week later they just upend everything and they're like, figure it out again. Oh, okay.
Let me tell you how stupid Facebook ads are.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have a dog. Why do I get dog food commercials? Y'all really don't listen to me, do you? You know I don't have a dog. If you
never
were really
pay attention to me.
If you were really spying on me like I'm led to believe you are, you'd know I don't have any dogs.
That's
Why are
really
you
that's really funny. I like that. I like that a lot.
There's no good ads for snake food.
Oh no, maybe that's why they're trying to get you a dog to feed your snake.
No, snakes ain't that big.
Wow.
I don't think any of my snakes could handle a whole dog.
How many snakes do you have?
I only have 3.
He only has 3.
Hey,
Whatever, to each their own.
But I mean, like, it's perfect for someone like me who's almost never home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm either working or I'm here or I'm
I guess they're low maintenance, huh?
very low maintenance.
That's nice.
You know, I can go on vacation and
Yeah,
they're
feed him the
fine.
family dog, you'll be fine.
feed them the dog. Yeah. No, really.
It's great.
But yeah.
All right, so let's dive into some background.
Some background. Oh boy.
Dream Dweller, where'd you get the name?
Dream Dweller is actually a reference to one of my favorite songs ever.
Really?
Yes, the song is called Spineless Crow. So if you've been following me for a long time, you would know that I used to go by Spineless Crow. But then I was told, nah, you probably shouldn't just like call yourself the name of a song. And I'm like, all right, well, I looked through the lyrics and I saw there's one part where he says, a dream dweller pale, hiding from secrets. It's like, I'm like, I like that, that word, dream dweller, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll try that.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
yeah.
I don't think I've actually ever heard that story before.
Yeah. And I mean, I love the, that song literally is my favorite song ever. If you want to look it up, it's Spineless Crow by Hands Like Houses. I recommend that song to anybody who wants to get into post-hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, it's very experimental. Like, they tried something new with their sound. I mean, they were a brand new band from 2012.
No kidding.
And this was their first album. They were just trying to get their name out, and that song was like the most experimental and like different,
Right.
from anything I'd ever heard before.
That's interesting.
And the meaning behind it is gorgeous too. So
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. Something to look up after this.
mm-hmm.
All right. So, how long have you been playing guitar for?
I've been playing guitar for about almost 15 years now.
15. Okay.
Yeah, I started when I was 10. Do the math. That's how old I am.
Wait a minute. How do you do the math if people don't know how old you are?
I said I started when I was 10,
All right.
and I've been playing for about 15 years.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Do the math, Paul.
That just went right over my head.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I failed math, so I don't even know the answer.
Well, it's a good thing you don't need to know math to do what you do
True that.
and to be good at what
I
you
only need
do.
to count to 4,
Yes. And sometimes you only have to count to 3, which is even nicer.
which is even better because
Yeah.
that's so hard.
I know 4 is a bit of a stretch. Now, if you're one of these weird jazz musicians, all of a sudden you have to count to 5, you got to count to 7, sometimes 9. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know?
I actually do love songs that play in odd time signatures because it
Yeah.
makes you really think. And I even tried to write something in 7/4, and I'm like sitting there trying to count it out and play it, and I'm like, this is insane. How do you do this professionally?
Dude, yeah, I mean, practice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's and some of these musicians out here, some of the stuff that they're doing, especially the ones with like jazz backgrounds and stuff like that, like especially the metal musicians that have a jazz background,
No, for
those
sure.
guys are nuts.
Well, Metallica started off as at least James Hetfield from Metallica started off in a jazz band.
See, that would make sense. I
Yeah.
believe that.
So he's got serious background in music. but
Yeah.
He did thrash metal for a living, and look at him now.
Yeah.
70, still playing shows.
Well, I'll tell you something interesting. Going over to the pop world, Lady Gaga, she's a classically trained pianist.
No, really?
Yep.
That would
yeah.
explain it.
She went to Juilliard for piano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
So it's like a lot of people don't know that about her, but she's like a concert pianist. She's really, really, really good. She's a skilled musician. I mean,
doubt.
not very many people get into Juilliard. So
No, really. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, so it'll kind of blow your mind. Some of the backgrounds that metal artists or pop artists or whoever has, and people think because it sounds on the surface, it sounds simple. There isn't, and this is something I'm finding out. There is an art to that. That is an art form in itself. Like, how do you make it simple but interesting?
Exactly.
And so a lot of people go, "Oh, well, anybody could do that." It's like, well, try it.
Go ahead, try it. Yeah. And I mean, I consider my music to be pretty simple. I mean, I really just only playing 4 chords at a time at most. But I pride myself on my voice more than anything. I try to make that my focal point.
Yeah, no kidding.
It'd be nice if somebody just played guitar for me because carpal tunnel sucks.
Hey,
But,
Ben, you still there?
Hey, Ben, you're still there? I need a guitarist, please.
No, but you're a very, very good guitar player. Your chord choices, the way that you structure your songs, makes a lot of sense, and it's very dramatic, which works. It accompanies your voice perfectly because you do have a very like dramatic, like angelic kind of a voice.
Yeah.
And it's very powerful, and so the way that you complement it, and like with the percussive style that you play in, it's very full sounding. So you say you need a guitar player, but it's like you do pretty well on your own. Now I'd love to hear you with a band behind you because I've never heard that other than when we had that little jam in the garage when we had some people over.
Right. It's very rare. Like, I mean, a lot more recently there have been like drummers at the open mics and stuff that I've been going to. So it's always nice when a drummer likes to back me up because they're usually perfect. I mean, I don't have any trouble with drummers. They always accompany very well with me because I'm very percussive as it is.
Yeah.
They don't have to really,
It's
try as hard.
It's easy to, or at least it seems easy. I don't know have I played drums behind you? I don't think I have.
I think you have in the studio.
Okay.
But I don't think you've ever.
You're right.
You haven't in public, no.
That one day when we were in the studio, we were jamming on a tune that we're going to be working on later. Stay tuned for that, folks.
Stay tuned.
Um,
Shameless plug. Go.
yeah, right? plug. But what's cool about your playing and your music is that, speaking as a drummer, it is really easy to dive into and groove to.
Yeah,
exactly. Because you accent a lot of your chord changes.
Yeah.
And so I don't really have to figure out like, oh, where should I accent? It's already kind of there.
already
Like
done
you're
for me.
playing outlines a roadmap, which gives I think everybody else in the theoretical band,
Yeah.
the ability to just line up and sink in to that. So yeah, I'd be really excited to hear you with a full band behind you, like properly, rehearsed. And like hearing you jam with a band, that was cool.
Right.
But
like, yeah.
if you had a couple of guys that really just locked into what you were doing, oh man, I think that'd be a hell of a show.
That's essentially what I'm looking for. I mean, like I say Dream Dweller,
Yeah.
and it's a solo project for now.
Yeah,
I don't want it to continue to be a solo project. I want a band.
yeah,
So that's the band name. But,
like that.
I figured I'll just start off doing something.
Yep.
I got to do something. Like, I can't just sit there and wait for a band.
yeah. No, exactly. You got to get the momentum going because people
Right.
are gonna see it, they're gonna pick up on it, and somebody's gonna go, man, I really want to be a part of what this dude has going on.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
That's exciting. All right, let's do another song.
We'll do.
Maybe 2 more songs, and then we'll do some more questions, and we'll do some more songs and some more questions, and the live stream will never end, and we'll just keep people in this loop.
We'll just keep people here forever. Like, I want to go eat dinner. Stop.
All right, let's
All right,
do it.
man. All right, this next one is called Ghost.
Wings of this butterfly, so gentle and shy. She whispers her secrets towards the sky. I'm asking these questions and wondering why I'm left all alone here, longing to fly. 'Cause you are my favorite ghost, the one that I love the most. Sick and tired of counting sheep. Sing me softly back to sleep. Wings of this butterfly, so jagged and torn, gasping for air when my roses turn thorns. So I'll find your garden with flowers of time. Come home to you soon. I'll knock at your door. 'Cause you are my favorite ghost, the one that I love the most. Sick and tired of counting sheep. Sing me softly back to sleep. You are my favorite ghost, the one that I love the most. I'm sick and tired of counting sheep. Sing me softly back to sleep. 'Cause you are my favorite ghost, the one that I love the most. I'm sick and tired of counting sheep. Sing me softly back to sleep. Sick and tired of counting sheep. So sing me softly back to sleep.
I said we were gonna do like 2 and then jump into some stuff, but I just have to make a comment about that song.
Okay.
It's like an adult lullaby.
Really? Because that's essentially what I go for
Yeah.
when I write music.
Yeah, but that like just that very specifically, like that seems like you took like the concept of like a children's lullaby and just matured it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's yeah. I want to start my own genre called lullaby core. It's just somehow peaceful and melodic, but still heavy as hell.
Gotcha. Interesting.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's essentially what I go for. I mean, I like to think because I mean, you slow that down.
Right.
It's a perfect lullaby. You know. It's got that nice flow. But
Yeah.
then I'll speed it up, make it a little heavier. It's not like it
Right.
has to be soft and slow.
No, it seems like something you could hear like out of a music box. Mm-hmm. You know, just like the arpeggiated chords that you played right there. Like if I heard that on a music box, I'd be like,
Right.
okay, like, that makes sense.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
but to your point, if you beef it up a little bit, you
Yeah.
know,
Exactly.
get some electric guitars in there.
Yeah, I love very melodic, epic,
Yeah.
very just pleasant sounding. You
Well,
know.
and the cool part is production wise, you could do a lot of interesting things because you could have it heavy and then you could also have it break down into that just like acoustic angelic thing and then
Exactly.
come right back up into the you know what I mean? Which is something that like Catatonia, the band Catatonia, they
Right.
go crazy with their dynamics from acoustic to, full on electric back to acoustic and so that's interesting. Oh, we're gonna have to talk about that song later.
We will. Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, let's dive into the next one.
All right. This next one is called The End, but it's not the end of my set, so don't.
I can tell my heart how to feel. Wish I could tell my mind what is real. I wish that I had never met you. I wish that I could forget you. When I think I've reached the end, I'm always there and back again. No matter how hard I have tried, I'm always drawn back to your side. Wish I could tell myself it's a mistake. Wish I could tell myself it's mine to make. And I wish that I could relive that night. Wish for once that my heart was right. And when I think I've reached the end, I'm always there and back again. No matter how hard I have tried, I'm always drawn back to your side. Wish that I could relive that night. I wish that once that my heart was right. When I think I've reached the end, it's always there and back again. No matter how hard I have tried, I'm always drawn back to your side.
Thank you, man.
One of the things that really impresses me about your writing in particular is just how consistent you are.
Thank you.
A lot of musicians tend to fall into one of two categories. Either A, all of their stuff sounds exactly the same, or B, there is like no consistency and it's all over the place. That's me. I'm B.
No.
Dude, it's like all over the map because I just can't keep my mind in like, on one track. I have to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's like fun for me, but it's not conducive to building an audience, right? Because people like a certain level of consistency. Now, having a dynamic range is always good, but,
Right.
you have to, you want to drive in the same lane,
Yeah.
No,
I get it. Yeah.
you wouldn't want to like dive off into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what I do. So I like that you've struck a really good balance. Your sound is very consistent, but it's not the same song every single
Right.
time. It's clearly it's defined and it's different. Like the songs are different, they're defined, right? But there's that
Familiarity.
there's that familiarity and consistency that just
Right.
ties and binds it all together so it's cohesive, coherent, and just makes sense.
Exactly.
And that's something I really like about what you do. And earlier you said you've only ever written, like you have 30 songs that you've written,
Yeah.
and that's it, like
So far.
so far. So there's no just like awful songs that you've written over the years that you just chucked out.
Oh no. There's plenty.
Okay.
Of those.
All right,
Yeah.
good. Because I was gonna say that would be really mind bending.
Yeah. If you dive really deep into my mom's Facebook archive, you can find some old songs of mine
Yeah.
that are just not.
Just trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
They cannot ever be played in public.
No, you know what? That's. I'm glad you said that because I thought you might, be like a superhero or something. It's like 30 songs and they're all amazing. Like that doesn't. That doesn't track.
I still scrap music to this day. Like
Yeah.
new projects, I'll start and then I'll be like, nah,
Well,
can't do it.
That's the way to do it right there.
Right,
It's like
exactly,
you
yeah.
have to write a lot of garbage to find the gems, and then you have to, like you said earlier, you have to polish those gems
Right.
into what they are. But regardless, that is impressive that you've gotten to this point where you're experienced enough as a writer to know what you want to write, know how to get it out, how to keep the songs themselves consistent. That's another thing. You don't really go off on wild tangents
Yeah.
in your songs. They stick to the point,
Right.
which is what a good song should do. So that's just something I wanted to point out, especially to the audience, is that you do a really, 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 really good job in your songwriting, and that is something that is a subtle skill, but a very difficult one to hone.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
you're crushing it, man. So,
It means a lot, seriously.
dude, means a lot to have you in here doing this, man. You should be over at like NPR Tiny Desk or something. I don't know what you're doing here.
Tiny Desk. What?
You don't know about NPR, like the NPR Tiny Desk concerts and all that? Really?
No, I live under a rock, remember?
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You're just asleep all the time dreaming.
I'm always like just working or making music or playing video games. That's pretty
Sounds-
much what I do.
Sounds about right.
I also travel a lot too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where do you travel to?
So I mean, recently
This isn't a music podcast anymore. This is a travel show.
this travel. Welcome to the Travel Channel
Yeah.
podcast. Recently, my girlfriend and I went up to Raleigh, down to Raleigh, and we just did a bunch of their like nature trails.
Oh, nice.
In their state parks and
That's
stuff.
cool.
We found some really cool ones, and then ones that we want to go back to that
Yeah.
we didn't get a chance to like fully explore. But also, and then coming up soon, the family and I are going to Crabtree Falls, Blue Ridge area, just to the mountains. Just
Nice.
I love getting out in nature. That's
Yeah.
where a lot of my inspiration comes from. I like to go out and sit and look at trees and write music. It's the best thing ever.
See, now it's funny because that's how I was going to tie this whole thing back together. How would you say your traveling in time and nature affects your mind, your general mindset, but also your creative process.
Honestly, like my family can tell, like when I'm out in nature, I'm a much better person to myself,
Right.
at least. Yeah, it's only when I'm in like dense social,
Yeah.
lots of people around that I'm like, I start questioning me,
Right.
but when I'm out in nature and I can just breathe, it's like I don't have to worry about that.
Side note, it is funny how the energy put off by other people can immediately make you feel like a different person almost.
Yeah.
Like subtle changes and you're like, what, like did that phrase just come out of my mouth? That's a weird phrase. I don't say that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But you make a good point because and this is something that I think is some advice that perhaps might help some creative people that are especially if they're facing like a roadblock or like a mental block of some kind in their own creativity, is that once the cup is full, you got to empty it. And one of the best ways to do that is to do something completely different.
Yeah.
Get some perspective, refill the cup, go for a walk, go for a hike.
Exactly.
Go do paintball or something,
I say to anybody who's facing like writer's block, especially in music or in any kind of art form that requires writing or drawing, whatever, don't be afraid to go be alone for a while and do some real deep thinking on who you are and how you fit in.
Right.
And then try and think of things that are going on in your life and what kind of subjects can you really pull from those and write on,
Yeah.
So,
That's just good life advice in general. Like if you're stressed out.
No, really. Yeah, because I've noticed whenever I go out of town and, just go explore, it's like I come back feeling a lot better,
Yeah. Big
and
time.
I feel like I haven't really been able to do that a lot lately. It's just because of craziness going on in the world.
Yeah.
But now that stuff's opening up again, it's like, all right, let's go do something.
Yeah,
finally,
no, for sure. And for anybody that's in the Virginia Beach area, I'll tell you what, one of the best mental health resources ever is First Landing State Park. Just get out into the woods out there. And what's so nice is it transports you to a completely different world, but you don't have to drive like 7 hours to get there.
Exactly.
It's right at the ocean front. You drive in, you pay like $5 or $10 or whatever for the, parking ticket thing. And then you just spend a day out there and it's great.
Oh yeah, exactly. I've done First Landing. It goes on and on.
Yeah.
I've gotten lost back there, so I would know. Yeah, it can get pretty scary at nighttime. Don't get lost in First Landing. Just stick to the trails that are reasonable.
Yeah,
Don't do
you
what
walk
I did.
into the swamp and that was the last time they ever heard of Dream Dweller.
Exactly.
Somebody will have to write the song like The Legend of Dream Dweller,
It's got to be Tenacious D.
And he walked into a swamp and he drowned.
Perfect. There you go.
Beautiful.
The Legend of Donny Boy, the Dream Dweller.
That's right, yeah. Old Danny Boy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dibba-da-dibba-do.
Yeah. By no means do you have to drive all the way to Raleigh just to get a good, nature walk. There's plenty in Virginia that you can do that are close by.
Oh, yeah. And if you really want to, head out to Shenandoah out in West Virginia. That's something I've been meaning to do.
Right.
Yeah, that place. Yeah, talk about getting lost.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so what else you got for us?
I've got one more, unless you want me to keep it longer.
I think one more might just do it.
One more? Okay. This is actually a very special song because my grandmother wrote this song. And I've been really meaning to put this out in public for a long time, but I've had to really kind of work on it, keeping it as close to the original as possible, the way she wrote it,
Right.
while still making it relevant. I didn't change any of the lyrics. All of the lyrics are still the same. It's still her words, her chords. I didn't change any chords. It's just
So wait,
melodically, I've taken liberties.
hold up. Her chords. Does she play guitar as well?
She used to.
No kidding.
Yeah. She used to write music with my uncle
Wow.
all the time, or my great uncle. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Okay. So you've got some like family history with music too.
It runs in the blood. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
For sure. It's not just me. It's, my grandmother, on both sides actually, because my dad's mom, my mom's mom, they both, went to school for music and stuff like that.
Now, out of curiosity, did it skip your parents, or did it just run through the whole lineage?
So my mom
Hi,
definitely could sing a little. My dad won't admit that he can sing.
Okay.
He can. I've heard my dad sing. He can. He just won't admit.
Yeah.
He'll never do it in public either.
Yeah.
So he's actually really good at it, but he won't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's too shy.
Well.
But yeah, I mean, it like I said, and my brother's in theater.
Okay.
Like, he's actually working. I'm gonna plug my brother real quick. He's actually doing a Broadway startup workshop, brand new Broadway production, and he's actually like one of the top billing cast members. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Jeff Davis. He's doing great things in the theater world.
Okay, so you come from a significantly talented and skilled family.
Yeah, we are artists, musicians, and then my girlfriend Emily is a painter.
Yeah.
She
Wow.
does beautiful canvas work. She actually takes commissions too. So
Plug.
Emily Augustine does art. She's amazing at it. She can draw you whatever you want.
Fantastic. And speaking of plugs, go over to Instagram. Go to @DreamDwellerMusic.
Yes, please.
Give that guy a follow.
Thank you.
Not this guy over here. That guy
That guy.
over there.
Yeah, right there.
You can also find him on Facebook @DreamDweller. So make sure you check out what he's got going on, because I can guarantee that he's got some cool stuff going on, and he's going to have a lot more cool stuff going on real soon. So you're not going to want to miss it.
Indeed.
All right, let's dive into the song, and then
All right.
I want to hear a little bit more about this backstory.
Will do. So again, this is written by Pam Capps, my grandmother, and it's called Mountain Dream.
Way up in the mountains, higher than the trees. That is where we find love, and we two are free. And there we two are free. Soaring like an eagle, rising to the sun. Still just you and I, love, where we two are one. Where we two are one.
That belongs in a movie.
Does it?
I think so.
What movie?
I don't know. I was getting like a fantasy, like Lord of the Rings kind of a vibe almost.
Ooh, okay.
You know,
Bet.
I feel like that song could be in a movie.
Hey, she wrote it, not me. My grandma.
That's amazing. How old is your grandma?
Don't ask me that question. I'll lie. I'll say the wrong. What is it?
35.
She's 70. I'll put it there.
Right.
I won't go any.
Right, I gotcha. Okay, all right. So she's 70s. Okay. Did she write this song recently?
No.
Ah.
This is a very old song. I don't even know if there's a date. These are the original. Here.
Yeah, Pixar, it didn't happen.
This is actually the original sheet music
Wow.
that she wrote it on.
Okay.
Way back. Hold on. there's no date on it.
Yeah. No, but I can tell just like it looks like old paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, she entrusted me with that. And I've always loved this song. I mean, it's always just
Yeah, it's a great song.
yeah. She would actually play it on the piano.
Ooh.
Right. So imagine how that sounds.
Yeah. Did she write it for piano or did she write it for
It
guitar?
was written for guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the chords. There was no. She didn't write piano.
Right.
I don't think, unless she has that stashed away somewhere. But yeah,
Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. Now, did she? See, I feel like I should kick you out and get her in here to interview her about this. So, did you talk about the origins of that song at all?
well, essentially, Mountain Dream. She owns half of a piece of property up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, which is where we're going in a couple weeks.
Nice.
That's like her escape.
Right.
That's kind of where I get it from. It's like I grew up going up there
Right.
to just get away.
Yeah.
And so she wrote this song about that.
Wow. I'm starting to see where you get it from.
Mm-hmm. I even got her hair. Like, if you've ever seen my grandma, like this curly hair, that is all from her.
Yeah.
For sure. It skipped my mom. I mean, my mom had curly hair when it was shorter, but she keeps it long enough. It's
Yeah.
pretty wavy now. But like, no, this dense curly shit that's from her.
Well, shout
You
out to
can blame
Grandma
her.
Davis.
But I wear it proud. I love this hair. It's,
Yeah. No, and I mean, again, it works for you. It works with the whole, and this is the funny part, right? It works with the whole metal thing. It also works with the whole acoustic angelic, like, oh,
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. I've always loved the, like the Fleetwood Mac kind of look.
Yeah.
That old school hippie flower child.
Yeah, you
look.
got that going
That's
on.
what I like.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed that style, But then I can't stay away from heavy metal, so it's like I have the duality of mine.
Wow. Yin and yang. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I tell people, it's like I can go from the heaviest, hardest metal to the like poppiest.
Yeah. Well, and that's how you're gonna create your sleepy core, your lullaby core.
Lullaby core, sleep core.
Yeah.
My music puts you asleep. My music puts you to sleep aggressively.
Yeah. In the most pleasantly aggressive way.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
man.
perfect.
This is a lot of fun, man.
Dude, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Seriously. Absolutely. And I really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you to everybody out there that is tuned in and that has been tuning in regularly. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. And it really helps with the whole mission and objective of this live stream / podcast / whatever. And that is to provide a high quality platform to the musicians and artists of Hampton Roads, particularly Virginia Beach, because that's where the studio is located. So everybody out there that has been liking, sharing, subscribing, and helping this thing grow, really big shout out to you. And of course, all of the phenomenal musicians that I am lucky enough to interview every Sunday. It's mind-blowing how many people are willing to take the time out of their weekend to come do this. And and to basically play a private show for me.
Hey, man.
It's cool. And the amount of people that are coming on and debuting brand new material, you know, never before seen stuff. It's really cool, and I'm blessed and I'm very thankful. So, Donald Davis, Dream Dweller, thank you so much. Folks, make sure you go to his Instagram, go to his Facebook. It's up on the screen. And one more time, Instagram is at Dream Dweller Music. Facebook is Dream Dweller. Go help this dude out. Check out what he's got going on. He's super entertaining. Before we go, live gigs, what do you got? Anything coming up?
I've actually got June 16th,
Hey.
6:30 to 9:30 at Big Ugly Brewery, Battlefield Boulevard. That's on my page if you want to go check out the details for that. I think I've got some stuff coming on at Rhythm Tavern on July 4th.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I think they're planning a little party.
Right
So,
on.
yeah,
It's going to be exciting.
exactly. Yeah. So a couple things coming up. Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Also, new music for you to enjoy on this beautiful podcast live stream that we've created.
That's right. That's right.
Good times to be had all around.
Absolutely.
Sure.
All right. Well, once again, thank you, folks. Don, Donald.
Paul, Katie.
Thank you for doing this once
Dude,
again.
thank you for having me. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. We will see you next Sunday on the Lockdown live stream. Next Sunday, we have Chris Johnson from 710 Oil. That's going to be exciting.
Nice.
That guy's amazing. So stay tuned for that. Good night.